I've been in contract construction almost my entire life. Grew up in South Philadelphia in a row home. Everybody up the block was a contractor. My uncle was a contractor. There was always something on a job site that needed to be cleaned. Things needed to be swept up. You would literally be watching as holding that flashlight so they could perform their work. It was great. And being in construction for so long, you become a creature of habit. I've been using the same style driver bits for decades, and they've done the job. In recent years, I switched over to Milwaukee's Shockwave line of driver bits. I really like their Gen 2. I think they did a great job. Their Gen 3 is pretty awesome. Here's the disappointing part about these kits. They come with this magnetic bit holder. Personally, I would prefer if they came with something better. And I'm gonna let you all know that there is an inexpensive Milwaukee tool accessory that you cannot continue to do your job without if you drive a lot of fasteners. You shouldn't, you couldn't, you wouldn't be doing the best you can do without this accessory. It costs practically nothing. We're going to give you some options. We're going to show you the best way to purchase this Milwaukee tool accessory. And I'm going to let you know why it's so important right after this message from our sponsor, BCG Construction. Head on over to the merch store where you can get hats, hoodies, tech shirts, t-shirts. Link will be down in the description below. When you're driving longer fasteners in the number 8 and number 10 range, sometimes you need to reach out and secure whatever it is you're putting in place. You can't always get a second hand to hold that longer fastener. Now, if you have to drive this fastener like right in front of you, where you're able to get two hands on the tool, you're able to drive it, it's not really a problem. What happens is drywall fasteners, especially this long, they take a tremendous amount of torque to set. And if you're not able to get another hand on the tool and keep the bit from camming out, now you're halfway fastened, you got a problem here. The screw head's stripped out a little bit, and then you're gonna get more cam out from your bit, and then you're gonna have a fastener you can't see. What I've grown accustomed to in using for those situations is not this style of magnetic guide. I am more accustomed to using this style of magnetic guide. This is what we call a sleeve in the biz. And why is this so great? I'm gonna show you why this is so great. I will tell you, for the longest time, this was not really readily available like at the Home Depot. They didn't sell just this one SKU at least not at my stores that I frequented. This is product number 4832-4508. I know a lot of you that have jumped over from a different driver bit company and you want to use and love Shockwave, you're gonna love this. You'll see here, this is a 3-inch impact magnetic drive guide. It says up to 30% longer life, holds fasteners because it's magnetic. It's got C-ring, holds the bit. Whoa, we're gonna check that out. And sleeve extends, and that is the big one. There's some other features on here that I don't necessarily know that I would use on the daily. Maybe I should. It's laser etched depth gauge, increased fastener control. Like if you needed to only drive your fastener a certain depth, you could use the laser etch. It's optimized shock zone, absorbs peak torque, and prevents braking. Whoa. This thing is so inexpensive, but it's going to make you so much more productive that you cannot afford not to have this. And here's the bigger question. Why doesn't Milwaukee include this in these larger kits? Why not? You'll see here that our sleeve slides down. More importantly, our sleeve slides up. It reveals that gauge. You would use this magnetic sleeve in place of this magnetic guide. It's using that same type of bit retention. They say they have a C-clip in here. Pretty good. Now, some people recently have been complaining that that C-clip retention holds too tight. They can't get their bits out. I'm not necessarily seeing that here or here. Now, this one actually has some miles on it. Why do I prefer this? Here's the reason. If we had a 3-inch fastener, what we're able to do to steady this on its tip is extend that sleeve out, okay? And what that's going to allow is it's going to keep the screw from camming out as easily. Now, is it going to eliminate all cam out? Not necessarily, but if it helps prevent cam out on a number of screws, it's going to make you more productive. So if we were to reach out now, we're much less likely to cam out. You couldn't do that any worse, right? But you can see we recovered and we were able to drive that screw. Let's try another one, okay? If we're a little off axis, this sleeve is going to help prevent cam out. It's going to be easier to drive those screws. You know, sometimes you might be up in a ceiling, you're trying to secure something, a nailer, whatever it may be, and you're not always going to be straight on. Work's not always going to be in front of you. And something like this is going to give you that little extra something to get the job done. Much better than having just a magnetic guide because it's keeping the screw more in line with its bit. Not keeping your bit and your fastener in line is what causes cam out. This is removing that play. Time and time again. It's repeatable. That's the best part. And you're going to over and over and over again. And like I said, I've been used to using this style of sleeve for a long time. It was kind of disappointing when I wasn't able to get it in these larger Shockwave bit sets. Now, here's the deal. It's going to cost you at the Home Depot $7.47. Now, I don't know, maybe you've already snapped your magnetic guide, and instead of replacing it with this one, and I believe the standard magnetic guide is $3.50, maybe spend double and get a lot more useful magnetic sleeve. In my opinion, I really think that they should have this included in these kits. Here's the kicker. Maybe you don't buy this magnetic sleeve single on its own, because for $2.50 more, you can get this entire kit. It includes the magnetic sleeve, a whole bunch of Generation 3 Shockwave bits. It even has a wire stripper and a nut driver. You could call it a nut driver, but it allows you to use this Shockwave drive as a screwdriver. If you wanted to find out more about this Milwaukee tool accessory, okay, it's product number 4832-4507, or you can go click this link right up here after this video is over. Let me know down in the comments section below, are you glad you now have the opportunity to buy singles of this tool accessory? Do you think it probably makes more sense to spend $2.50 more and buy it in this kit instead? This is the way I would go. Leave it all down below because we want to know. With that, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you all on the next one.
Video's over, but I know you want more. So this is how you're going to get it. First thing you need to do is pretend you're this guy. And you're here at the birthplace of freedom. Now ring that bell like it's 1776 and let all notifications through. What? You're not subscribed yet? Well, smash this button here. After that, watch this video here, and maybe over here.